Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to deal the last topic of fourth unit in marketing management, that is product life cycle. Okay, this is what we are going to study about, that is known as what? Product life cycle, PLC. It is known as PLC. So as we know that just like a living organism is having its life cycle. A living organism, say for example human being. A human being takes birth, it grows, it goes to its maturity stage, and afterwards it death takes place, and at last there is no sign of that particular person after 2 to 400 years. Okay, so that is what the life cycle. It is known as what? Human being life cycle. Just like that, product do also have its life cycle, which is known as product life cycle. Okay, now we have to know that in the product life cycle there are around 5 stages. Okay, the first stage is introduction stage, the second stage is growth stage, the third stage is maturity stage, the fourth stage is decline stage, and the fifth stage is obsolescence stage. Okay, now we can try to understand with the help of this diagram of product life cycle. You can see that there are two axes. Okay, y axis, and here we can see that x axis. Okay, this is known as what? X axis, and this is known as what? Y axis. Okay, in this x and y axis, here if we talk about the y axis, then y axis shows what? Y axis shows sales and profit. Okay, this y axis shows sales and profit. If we talk about this x axis, then this x axis shows what? Time period. Okay, time period. As the time goes, and the profit and sales would move like that only. In this diagram, what we used to see, there are around 5 stages, and in these 5 stages there are 2 curves. You people can see 2 types of curves here. This curve is known as profit curve. The curve which is here, it is known as profit curve. This curve is known as the curve which is on the upper hand, that is known as what? Sales curve. This curve is known as sales curve, and this curve is known as what? Profit curve. Okay, now we start the product, we introduce the product, a product takes birth. This shows what about the life cycle of a product. Okay, a product takes birth from here, 0 axis, and it moves, it is being introduced in the market till some time period when it is being known to the customers. The company used to invest a lot in advertisements, in awareness program, so that the product is being introduced among the customers. Customers could come to know that this product is being launched. Okay, after that a stage comes when the introduction of the product, awareness is being done, and on that awareness most of the people come to know about the product and services, and after that the growth stage comes. It means that the product's quality, the product services, the product attributes would attract the customers, and the customers will become loyal to that product, and they try to purchase the product, and when the customers try to purchase the products while on its own, then at that time the stage which comes for that particular brand or product or service is known as growth stage. This is what the growth stage. Till some time, this is the only stage where the company earns, where the organization earns most of the profit. Okay, for the organization, it is the bearing fruits stage, where the company used to take the fruits and earn more and more profit at this stage, and the product is being new in the market, as well as it is being attracted by the customers, and most of the customers purchase the product. So this stage is known as growth stage. At some juncture that customers get bored, customers get fed up, customers while using the old product, they want to move their choice towards or taste towards a new product, and till that time various kinds of products would come, substitutes would come, which will just make the product, the same product, which at the maturity stage. In this maturity stage, the company goes towards the break-even analysis, break-even point, where no profit, no loss work is being done, and the company used to earn the profit on the basis of no profit, no loss. Okay, and till some time, the maturity stage of the company will be there, and at this maturity stage, we can say that most of the products which is being sold by the company, the customers are constant. At this maturity stage, the number of customers remain constant. They won't increase and they won't decrease too. But after some time, when the customers become bored and they know that there is no product and most of the competitors would start selling their products, then obviously the customers would move towards the different product. They switch to the brand, they switch towards the different products. Then at that time, the number of the customer will decrease, and that decrease falls down, and the sales of the product, as the time goes, the sales of the product declination stage comes, and at last the product will be abolished. It means that obsolete from the market. It means that nobody knows about the product. At some stage comes where the product is not being known by anyone. For example, earlier we can say that most of the products would have come in the market, and today they are not being known by the people. For example, if we talk about earlier, TV used to be sold in the market, who do have the shutters. Okay, you can ask from your guardians. They can know that earlier, around say 30-35 years back, such type of televisions are being produced by the manufacturing units, which do have the shutters. Okay, and you have to open the shutter, and then the screen is being displayed, and you can just switch on the TV, and when you will switch off the TV, then you have to close the shutter. Okay, so that was the TV which is being introduced at that time. So today that type of TV are being obsolete from the market. Okay, that is known as what? Obsolescence stage. That is known as obsolete stage. So in the introduction, let's now know each and every stage in a very detailed manner. If we talk about the introduction, then in the introduction stage, product is introduced in the market. Product sales growth is low because customers are not aware of the product. Losses are incurred because of heavy development and promotional expenses. ठीक है, जैसा इंट्रोडक्शन स्टेज में क्या होता है, नया रहता है मार्केट में, इसीलिए बहुत सारा प्रमोशन स्ट्रैटेजी लगाया जाता है. ठीक है, पहला. दूसरा, इसके बाद कौन सा स्टेज आता है? दैट नोन एज व्हाट? ग्रोथ स्टेज. ग्रोथ इज द पीरियड ऑफ फास्ट सेल्स एंड प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ ड्यू टू रैपिड मार्केट एक्सेप्टेंस and repeat purchase. In this period, customer become aware of the product and are convinced that the product is useful to them. और उस समय कस्टमर क्या हो जाते हैं? कन्विंस्ड हो जाते हैं और जान जाते हैं कि वो प्रोडक्ट उसके लिए यूजफुल है. ठीक है, उसके बाद फिर कौन सा स्टेज आता है? ग्रोथ स्टेज के बाद, जैसा हम लोगों ने अभी डायग्राम में देखा, मैच्योरिटी स्टेज. मोस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स दैट सर्वाइव द हीट ऑफ कंपटीशन enter the maturity phase. In this stage, all the customers who could have bought the product have already bought the product, resulting in a saturated market. This phase is characterized by slowing of growth rate ऑफ सेल्स एंड प्रॉफिट। ठीक है, तो ये मैच्योरिटी स्टेज होता है जिसमें स्लो हो जाता है और कंटिन्यूअस, मतलब एक ही मतलब जो कस्टमर है वो कस्टमर कांस्टेंट हो जाता है, ना बढ़ता है ना घटता है। उसके बाद फिर क्या होता है, नेक्स्ट स्टेज आता है, दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट, डिक्लाइन स्टेज। सेल्स, देखिए डिक्लाइन स्टेज में क्या होता है, सेल्स एंड प्रॉफिट्स डिक्लाइंस एज न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज और चेंजेस इन कस्टमर टेस्ट्स वर्क टू रिड्यूस डिमांड फॉर द प्रोडक्ट। ओके, और सबसे लास्ट में ऑब्सोलेसेंस स्टेज आता है, ऑब्सोलीट हो जाता है। इन दिस स्टेज द मैन्युफैक्चरर्स सीजेस द प्रोडक्शन, और इस स्टेज में मैन्युफैक्चरर क्या करता है, प्रोडक्शन को सीज ही कर देता है, प्रोडक्शन वो क्या करते हैं कि बंद कर देते हैं। ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल। नाउ एज अ मैनेजमेंट स्टूडेंट, you people should have to learn that what are those strategies which is being implemented at various stages of product life cycle. Okay, if we talk about this product life cycle, then we have to know about the stages, that what are those strategies, okay, which is being implemented by the managers, by the company personnel, or so that at different stages what kind of strategies are being implemented by them. Okay, so the very first strategy, the very first stage is introduction stage. Okay, and in this introduction stage what are those strategies which are being implemented by the company. अब देखिए सबसे पहला इंट्रोडक्शन स्टेज में कंपनी क्या करती है, सबसे पहला इंट्रोडक्शन स्टेज में अवेयरनेस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, कंपनी यूज टू प्रोवाइड अवेयरनेस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, दैट देयर स्ट्रैटेजी वुड बी टू मेक द प्रोडक्ट अवेयर टू द मासेस। ओके, और क्या करती है, हेवी एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन एडवर्टीजमेंट एंड पर्सनल सेलिंग। एट दिस स्टेज ओनली the company used to do heavy expenditure. The expenses of the company are mostly incurred on what, on advertisements and personal selling. Okay, and if we talk about the price, then at this stage price can be high when there is less competition to recover the heavy development cost that the company incurs. ओके, अब यहाँ पे कंपनी क्या करती है, कॉस्ट को थोड़ा हाई रखता है। हाई इसलिए रखता है क्योंकि यहाँ दोनों स्ट्रैटेजी रहता है। एक देखिए कि अगर मार्केट में हमारा कंपटीटर बहुत ज़्यादा है, ठीक है, मार्केट में अगर हमारा कंपटीशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, इफ देयर इज अ ह्यूज कंपटीशन इन द मार्केट, देन एट दैट टाइम द कंपनी यूज to introduce the product while looking upon the prices of the customers, prices of the competitors, and accordingly they put the price, as well as they try to give more and more sales promotional offers, means more incentives like rebates, discounts. All these things would be given when there are more competitors. If the product do not have any competitors or very less competitors, then at that time, if the product is having the less competitors, then at that time the prices, they keep the product of the they keep the prices high, because they know that there is very less competitor and this is the need of the customer, so the customers can purchase. So at that stage they can keep the prices high. If we talk about the distribution channel, so distribution channel, as we know that they are the distribution channels are the wholesalers, retailers, these are the distribution channels. So distribution is tough, as some dealers will be wary of stocking the new product, as they may not be sure of its acceptability by customers. As we know that a new product's fate is not being known by the people. Okay, nobody knows the fate of the new product. न्यू प्रोडक्ट का किस्मत कोई नहीं जानता है, वो क्या करेगा, बिकेगा या नहीं बिकेगा। तो ऐसे समय में क्या होता है कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल्स जो होते हैं, होलसेलर्स, रिटेलर्स होते हैं, वो बहुत ज़्यादा सामान स्टॉक नहीं करते हैं नए प्रोडक्ट को, वो भी टेस्टिंग में रखते हैं, कुछ प्रोडक्ट सैंपल मंगा करके, और तब फिर कोशिश करते हैं बेचने का। धीरे धीरे जब मार्केट पकड़ लेता है तब फिर वो अपने स्टॉक्स को मंगाना शुरू करते हैं कंटिन्यूअसली। ओके, और एक और स्ट्रैटेजी, एट दिस स्टेज कंपनीज प्रोवाइड्स एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट्स टू होलसेलर्स एंड रिटेलर्स टू स्टॉक द न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स। और इस समय क्या करता है कंपनी, एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट्स प्रोवाइड्स करते हैं अपने रिटेलर्स और होलसेलर्स को, ताकि वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट स्टॉक करके रखे। तो ये था स्ट्रैटेजीज किसमें, इंट्रोडक्शन स्टेज में। नाउ द स्ट्रैटेजीज इन द ग्रोथ स्टेज। अब ग्रोथ स्टेज में देखिए क्या स्ट्रैटेजी है। एट दिस स्टेज कस्टमर अंडरस्टैंड्स द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट एंड कंपनी strategy is to build sales and market share by building brand preferences. Here the focus of the company is on repeat purchase and it is possible by differentiating the product by promotional activities. सही बात है। ये ग्रोथ स्टेज में क्या होता है, चूंकि प्रोडक्ट अवेयर हो जाता है और कंपनी का एक ही उद्देश्य होता है, एक ही ऑब्जेक्टिव रहता है कि जितना से जितना कस्टमर्स इसको परचेज करे, और जो ऑलरेडी कस्टमर परचेज कर चुके हैं वो भी रिपीट परचेज दोबारा बार बार उसको परचेज करना शुरू करे। दैट इज द ग्रोथ स्टेज स्ट्रैटेजी। ओके, सो इन दिस ग्रोथ स्ट्रैटेजी व्हाट इज बीइंग डन, दे यूज to differentiate the company used to differentiate the products from their competitors. वो अपने प्रोडक्ट को डिफ्रेंशिएट करके दिखाती है, अलग करके दिखाती है कि हमारा प्रोडक्ट सबसे बेस्ट है, आप इसको परचेज करें। एंड दे ट्राई टू बिल्ड द confidence of the customers at this stage so that the customers would give references, customers would purchase the product. And at the growth stage the advertisements and the promotional activities would be lowered down. कुछ उसमें कम किया जाता है promotional strategy, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी अवेयर कर चुके हैं लोगों को। उसके बाद फिर distribution will be widened to serve the various segments. At this stage product should be available at every stores. ठीक है, और इसमें क्या किया जाता है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल जो है उसको वाइडन किया जाता है। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम रिटेलर्स को पकड़ते हैं, होलसेलर्स को पकड़ते हैं, ताकि हर ईच एंड एवरी कॉर्नर्स में, सो दैट आवर प्रोडक्ट्स वुड बी स्प्रेड, आवर प्रोडक्ट वुड बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू ईच एंड एवरी कॉर्नर ऑफ द नेशन। ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट द स्ट्रैटेजी विच इज बीइंग implemented at the growth stage. Now maturity stage. अब maturity stage में क्या होता है, in this market does not grow due to competitive challenges. There is a costly promotional price war. ठीक है, वो क्या होता है, because most of the competitors comes at this stage, most of the competitors come. So as the competitors comes in the market, what is being done, promotional strategies related to the price, like this sale, discount offer, rebates, okay, and all these activities are being implemented. Buy one get one free, all these things would be implemented at the maturity stage, so that we can just compete, we can just compete from the strategies of our competitors. Okay, उसके बाद दूसरा स्ट्रेटेजी क्या करते हैं, कंपनी स्ट्रेटेजी इज ऑन कॉस्टली प्रोमोशनल एक्टिविटी टू सर्वाइव इन द मार्केट। सबसे प्रोमोशनल एक्टिविटी जो होता है वो सेल्स प्रमोशन का सबसे कॉस्टली होता है, वह एक के साथ एक फ्री, तो ये कॉस्टली होता है, इसमें बहुत कम मुनाफा होता है कंपनी को। लेकिन कंपनी क्या करती है, सर्वाइव करने के लिए ये भी स्ट्रेटेजी अप्लाई करती है कि भाई कुछ भी हमारा कस्टमर्स मार्केट में रहे। ठीक है, उसके बाद फिर क्या होता है, कंपनी शुड टारगेट स्मॉल इंक्रीमेंटल ग्रोथ रेट विच they should achieve by shifting customer preferences to their brand permanently by differentiating and strengthening their brands, है ना। उसके बाद फिर कॉस्ट कटिंग स्ट्रैटेजी। अब देखिए कॉस्ट, ये इसमें कंपनी क्या करती है, एट द end of the maturity stage, because the company knows this is a very important stage for any of the product. Okay, at this stage the managers, as you people used to work in the future for the company, and what you have to do at the maturity, when you look that at the maturity, that if the product or service of your company comes to the maturity stage, then at the last of the maturity stage, at the end of the maturity stage, what you have to do, you have to introduce a new product, new brand similar to that brand, so that it should be introduced in the market, and from there only the market growth would be taken up and the product would remain in the market. Say for example, Desire, a car known as Desire. Okay, Swift, a car known as, earlier a car brand known as Swift. when the Swift comes to its maturity stage, then at that time only the managers, the leaders of the company used to make a small changes, okay, related to the technology, related to the shape and model of the car, and they introduced Swift Desire. Everything is okay, everything is similar, but what they have did, while doing a very small changes, negligible changes, they have introduced the car known as Swift Desire. So from there the introduction goes, and when the Desire's maturity stage comes, then at that time they introduce new, just like that they increase the maturity period, and from there always remain in the market. And one more strategy is that cost cutting strategy. They have to apply the cost cutting strategy. The cost would be curbed at each and every places, okay. And last but not least, the stage which comes is decline stage. At this stage, customers' requirement have changed, resulting in the decline of sales. So the company will have to make plans to exit the market immediately, है ना. अब डिक्लाइन हो रहा है, धीरे धीरे नीचे प्रोडक्ट गिर रहा है, तो कंपनी क्या करती है, इस स्टेज में एग्जिट करना चाहती है, मार्केट से निकल जाना चाहती है, हट जाना चाहती है, या नए प्रोडक्ट को चाहे तो नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करती है, या नहीं तो मार्केट से निकल जाना चाहती है. प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट विल बी हॉल्टेड. प्रोडक्ट का जो डेवलपमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वो हॉल्ट कर दिया, रोक दिया जाता. प्रोडक्ट लाइन डेप्थ विल बी रिड्यूस्ड एंड प्रमोशनल एक्सपेंडिचर विल बी रिड्यूस्ड. प्रमोशन तो करते ही नहीं है, कम से कम कर देते हैं. At this stage, only the most profitable distribution outlets will be retained. और इस स्टेज में कंपनी क्या करती है, सर्वे करती है, और सर्वे करके खोजती है कि जिस जोग्राफिकल लोकेशन में, जिस आउटलेट में उसका सबसे ज़्यादा सेल अगर उस प्रोडक्ट का अभी तक है, तो वहीं का सिर्फ सेल्स को रिमेन रखती है और हर जगह का बंद कर देती है. दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट, डिक्लाइन स्टेज. एंड एट लास्ट, आफ्टर द डिक्लाइन कम्स द ऑब्सोलेसेंस स्टेज. फिफ्थ स्टेज इज ऑब्सोलेसेंस स्टेज. एट दिस स्टेज द कंपनी यूज टू सेल आउट इट्स स्क्रैप्स. कंपनी क्या करती है, प्लान्स टू, इस स्टेज में क्या करता है, ऑब्सोलेसेंस स्टेज में कंपनी ट्राइज टू, प्रमोशनल एक्सपेंडिचर विल बी टोटली halted, and the company used to sell the manufacturing unit, the machineries, each and everything to someone else, and from there the product's name is not being known to the customers. So students, today we have completed a very important topic that is known as product life cycle. Product life cycle is a very important topic, and whatever I have taught you, just go through my lectures, and if you people have any doubts, then you can clear me out. Okay, thank you to all of you.